They don't ask, what can I afford per month? They ask, is this worth my time and attention? To them, a car is not an upgrade. It's a tool. And tools are meant to do a job, not impress anyone. Middle-class buyers, on the other hand, are trained to think monthly. Monthly payment, monthly budget, monthly stretch. Tendon. So when income goes up, the acceptable payment goes up too. The lifestyle expands to fill the paycheck. $59, that's how someone making $70,000 a year ends up driving a car making twice that. They're reckless, but because the system makes it feel normal. Here's the uncomfortable part. Explicit tensive cars don't signal wealth. They often signal obligation. A long payment, wings, a high fixed cost, a future that's already been partially spent. Wealth people protect their future aggressively. Contested fixed costs. They hate obligations they can't walk away from. Middle-class earners are encouraged to normalize them. That's why you'll see someone with a modest income driving a brand new luxury vehicle. Something with millions driving a car that's been paid off for years. One is buying appearance. Pedestrians, there is buying peace. There's also something else happening beneath the surface. Flushing. Middle-class spending is often driven by fear of falling behind. Fear of looking unsuccessful. Fear of not keeping up. So the car becomes armor. It tells the world, I'm doing fine, even if the numbers say otherwise. Wealthy people don't need armor. They need margin. Margin to walk away. Margin to wait. Marginar to say no. That's why they're boring with cars. They'd rather put money into something that grows quietly than something that loses value loudly. And this creates a weird illusion. From the outside, it looks like the middle class is winning. New cars, clean interiors, shiny upgrades. When the inside, it often feels tight, careful, glazed. Every decision has to fit around the payment. Paycheck works the opposite way. It looks unimpressive, but it feels open, brushing, more time, braking, more room to breathe. The nicer the car, the more rigid your life usually becomes. The simpler the car, the more options you tend to have. And once you see that pattern, you can't unsee it. This isn't about judging anyone's choices. It's about understanding the game being played. Medical class people are sold the idea that success should be visible. Rich people understand that real success is invisible. One buys symbols, the other buys control. Next time you see an expensive car, don't assume wealth. Ask a quieter question. How much freedom did that car cost? In the next video, we're going to talk about something even harder to face. What banks really gain when you finance a car? Slashing how they love monthly payments so much. Appearances with progress. Stay. There's a moment that happens before almost every bad financial decision. It's not when you sign the papers. It's not when you drive the car off the lot. It's the quiet moment before that, when you look at the numbers and tell yourself one sentence. That sentence feels calm. It feels logical. It feels responsible. And most of the time, it's wrong. Not because you're lying to yourself. The word afford. When most people say they can afford a car, they mean one thing. I can make the monthly payment. That's it. Not this fits my life. Not this protects my future. Just I can survive the bill. And survival is a very low bar for a long-term decision. Let's slow this down. Picture someone looking at a car they really like. They've already done the math in their head. The payment fits the budget. Brighton approved it. The salesperson says it's common. Emotionally, the decision feels done. But there's a problem. Affording something isn't about whether you can pay for it. It's about what it costs you beyond the payment. Because every dollar you commit to a car is a dollar that can't do something else. It can't build savings. It can't buy flexibility. It can't create options. And most people never subtract those costs. They only ask, can I pay this? They never ask, what does this prevent me from doing? That's where the illusion lives. Here's how it usually plays out. Wavelength. You look at your income. You subtract rent.
I can afford this.
You subtract food. You subtract a few obvious bills. There's still money left. The car feels affordable. But what you didn't subtract is the version of your life that hasn't happened yet. The unexpected repair, brokerage, the medical bill, the job change, the month where everything feels heavier. Those things show up and the car payment doesn't adjust.
How?
It
I think
didn't care
something's
that
about
your
to happen.
priorities changed. It doesn't care that you're tired. It doesn't care that you want out.